Badgers have just concluded a very challenging 4-game stretch here in the schedule. 2 games in conference, 2 games out of conference, the latest of which a Saturday afternoon matchup down in Indianapolis against the Butler Bulldogs out of the Big East Conference. We'll check out some of the highlights from the 2 games this week. We'll visit with one of the newer staff members, but certainly a name that Badger fans know very well, Greg Stiemsma, and we'll have our weekly chats with head coach Greg Gard. All coming up on today's edition of the Badger Sports Report.
No good. Rebound tap gathered by Riley. With Janicki back a feed. Yakachonis down the lane. Shot blocked inside by Amos. Kept it in play. And Tanjay comes up with it. Oh, terrific work by Xavier Amos. And then Tanjay got tripped up, lost his balance, tapped at the Winter. Right foul line extended with 48 seconds left in the half. Janicki for 3. Right side. Got it. Jack Janicki with a big triple. He'll let it fly. Missed it short. Got his own rebound in the lane. Pushed it up and in and one. Oh, Nolan Winter doing a little work here early in the second half, and we are tied at 46.
3 in his face, and bounce pass to Crowell, left side, bounces into Gilmore. Backing on Bizdak, back out to Stevie, open 3, left side, book it.
That is big going in with a minute left.
And the Badgers lead by 9. Crowell, right of the circle, he'll feed McGee. Kamari back into Crowell, he'll catch low on the right, to the rim, layup good. Beautifully executed. 44-33, Wisconsin with 30 seconds left in the half. Kicks it to Moore, tries a 3 on the left side, around it out, no good. Rebound, Gilmore, 5 seconds left in the half. Here's Klesmit with 3, Klesmit with 2, 3 in the air. Max Klesmit at the buzzer. Oh, what a turn of events. The Badgers stepping on the gas in the final minute and change of the first half. Max throwing to Gilmore, left of the circle. Gilmore gives it up to McGee. A pass for Crowell, open for 3, right of the circle, nailed it. Second three-point hit for Crowell, who now has 16 today. It's Winter throwing to Klesmit on the left side. Max left of the circle, bounces Winter low on the left, turns and scores. Again they go inside. 9-point lead, Wisconsin with 4.5 minutes to play. Winter throwing to McGee on the left side. McGee a toss for Gilmore. He'll try a 3 right of the circle, and he nails it. Carter Gilmore for 3, and the lead is 12 for the Badgers. This is Wisconsin basketball. Hands off the screen of Crowell. Klesmit for 3, and he buries it. Blackwell driving right lane line, runs it up and in off the glass.
Tapped by Crowell, picked up Winter, finds Tanjay down the lane, slam dunk. Slipped it in the crowd, low on the left, slam dunk.
Finds McGee low on the left, he'll finish.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. And is brought to you by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors, building Wisconsin together. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. Welcome to East Park Medical Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
My name is Kels Morrissey. I've been with Hy-Vee for 12 years. For 95 years, Hy-Vee was known on its quality and service, and right now that isn't enough, which is why we lowered thousands of prices. It pains me to know that customers are having to choose different retailers, some of which don't offer the quality that Hy-Vee does, just to make ends meet on their grocery shopping. We need to gain the customer's trust back that we have the best prices, and I guarantee you that going forward, we will.
Clear your path to a great career today. Climb to reach your career potential with no loans and no debt, so you can earn while you learn. A Wisconsin Operating Engineer's Apprenticeship is your opportunity to work outdoors and get heavy equipment experience. Partner with your employer for serious pay, great health and pension benefits. Acquire real-world experience while building Wisconsin together. To start your career journey, visit join139.com today.
Earlier this season, we talked about the transfers who were in on the program. There are 7 total newcomers, the 3 transfers and the 4 freshmen. Badger basketball team this year, and let's use this platform to get into the freshman class. See if fans are seeing a little glimpse here and there, which is not unusual. A lot of times freshmen need a little time. Let's start with the one who had who has the biggest commute, the longest commute, Riccardo Greppi from Italy. Got into one of your recent games late, knocking down some free throws. A big guy. Tell us about him and how that all came about, getting him over here.
Yeah, I think, it came about so fast, specifically for him, in August when we knew we were going to have a spot available, and we've been searching for months for the right fit and someone we could, get into school and all those things that come with it. So he arrived mid to late August. About a week later, we were on the hill. I don't think we had told him that in the process, that you better come ready. So in terms of, just in credit to him, he fought through those early struggles, both conditioning-wise, weight room, everything. He wasn't, I don't think, quite ready for what was coming, and rightfully so. He'd missed the whole summer with us, but he's probably, in terms of the younger guys, the most improved, or one of the most improved, regardless of freshman or not. And just his improvement that he's made physically, he just has joy in the game, finds joy in the game, loves to play. Just a gentle giant, so to speak, until he sets between the lines. He's got a little Italian fire to him, which is good. Yes. He talks a little Italian at times in the midst of competition. So I like where he's come, and he's got a ways to go yet, but I like the energy and the passion he plays with, and how physical he is.
So he didn't pull anybody aside after the first day on the hill and say, you didn't tell me about that.
Yeah, I don't think the ink was dry on his passport yet, and he was chugging up and down Bascom Hill. We kept that from him, other than tell him to get ready.
Let's get a little closer to home. A couple guys again from Minnesota. Jack Robinson, the Lakeville North connection continues. Tell us about him.
Yeah, I've really liked how he's progressed here in probably the last 2 to 4 weeks. I think he said many times if he would have had the weight room training in high school that he's had here, he would have scored a lot more points in high school, and he was pretty good. But I just love how he competes. 6'7", shoots it really well. Is getting stronger and stronger, and really is done. He's getting a lot of scout team reps right now, which has been good for him, so he competes against the older guys every day. But I think, just in what I've seen so far, if he keeps on the track he's going to help us down the road in years to come, and that was the whole intent with him. I knew he wouldn't be ready in day one, in year one, but the progression development we still have to have, as much as the immediacy of the portal and international recruiting bring us in terms of players that could come in ready-made to play right away. There has to be a core of guys that are in the developmental track, like we've done it over the past 25, 30 years, and Jack's in that phase.
Daniel Freitag, he was getting recruiting traffic, both football and basketball, and then obviously locked into basketball, being that's the path he wanted to take. And again, we talk about the developmental aspect, and a lot of times that can be especially true for bigs, but it can be true, period, for you just mentioned it with Jack and with Daniel maybe as well, too.
Yeah.
A lot of talent there, but he's just starting his career here.
Yeah, and I think it's the first time he's focused fully on basketball. It's the first time he spent a full year on basketball, and you can see the athletic talent, but the ability to manage a game as a guard, to think the game and those things and slow down. I think that's the biggest thing for young players. They think speed is the essence and the be-all, and really it's not. You have to really, and we went against a player that really understood that in Cam Jones. With just speed isn't everything. There's a time to and there's a time not to. And Daniel, if he keeps continuing to work like he is, I think he's learning a lot from the older guys, from Klesmont, from McGee, from Blackwell, that are helping him by number one, competing against him every day and showing him with what they're able to accomplish against him and what he can't accomplish against them. He's on track if he stays with it, continues to work hard. he's going to be a really good player here, but he's going through some learning and some growing pains right now.
And then finally, a guy from the state of Wisconsin, from Sussex, Aiden Knopp.
Yeah, a walk-on who came to us late. We knew we were going to need another scout team guard, and actually was intending to go to another Big Ten school, Northwestern, and be on their roster, and that fell through at the 11th hour, and we were able to, make it work here. So for him, it's a chance to be a part of this program, which he's watched his whole life, and being an in-state kid, it was special for him. And, another kid that works extremely hard and understands their role. And I think the scout team and developmental players that are in those roles, it's important that they understand their role, that they understand they're really important, and they have to be really good in what their job and their role is for their team, and Aiden does that.
We mention this every year, but those guys, the value of that, fans may only see them a little bit, if at all, in a game. But the players, the rotation players, they know.
It's huge. It's huge, and that's we're going to be down to, we have 17 on the roster this year. We're going to be next year. We're going to be at 15 with everything that's coming with the new wave of college athletics. And I understand it. I'm not a fan of it because of those reasons, because of the opportunity that other kids aren't going to have and players aren't going to have, but also just how that has helped us from a scout team standpoint, from a developmental standpoint, from fighting through injuries, and we don't have everybody at practice every day. As you know, Matt, you've seen practice. We have this thing called class and academics.
They play school here.
Yeah,
yes,
we take very seriously, and all those things combined, we'll make it work at 15, but it's definitely something that the numbers have helped us over the years, and we're going to have to find another way.
All right, we will take a break. More to come as we continue with this week's edition of the Badger Sports Report.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
Toyotathon is on. Shake up the holidays with an exciting new Toyota. Take an all-wheel drive Camry to go ice skating. Visit Grandma in a Highlander. Grandma! You got it. Or bring home a tree in a Tacoma. Are we in a snow globe?
Right now, during Toyotathon, you can lease a new RAV4 for $309 a month. Or you can lease a new 2025 Camry for $279 a month.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
Oh, we talk about new additions, and there's a new addition, but you know who he is. Back now as Director of Player Development, Greg Stiemsma, the former Badger, and a lot of time in the NBA. Welcome home, belatedly. What's it been like coming back into the college world, and B, coming back home to the Badgers?
It's been great. The transition's been pretty smooth so far. Lots of big changes across the board, from living down in Texas to back in the Midwest, feeling like home. And then the basketball has been different too, in a great way. A lot of similarities now with kind of more of a pro-style approach for a lot of the things. That's where my experiences come from. But still, the roots of what has made this program great, we're sticking to that as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. When I talk to players, either the newcomers or the guys who've been around, a lot of the culture matters. And we know there are other factors involved now, but I know Coach Gard has said the player-driven teams tend to be the best. You were a part of that here. That is a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of teams in other programs can talk about culture, about how guys want to be around and whatever, and you can just look around our staff, and we're full of them. Fortunate to be around other guys I've had history with for a long time. I've known Coach Gard now for, I almost don't want to say 20-plus years, playing with Coach Krabanoff, playing with Kirk on the pro side in Sioux Falls for a while. Sharif was a senior when I was a freshman here too, so kind of a guy that showed me the ropes a little bit a long time ago, and it's crazy the basketball journey that's brought us back together.
If I would have told you back in those days when you were all playing together that, yeah, you guys, the ball grips you, you're going to stay in the game, you're going to get into coaching, how would you have responded?
I might have looked at you like you were nuts. To ever think that I was going to have an opportunity to come back on the coaching side. I don't know. It wasn't necessarily in my plans right away, but after taking a little bit of time off from my playing days, think it was after my favorite story, after like third or fourth time jumping up at the Badger Gopher game in Minnesota when I was up there screaming at the referees, yelling at something. I kind of looked at my wife and was like, I think I got to get back into this. Like the game is pulling me back a little bit, and I need that draw. So, yeah, it's been incredible to just be able to be fortunate enough to like get an opportunity in the NBA on the coaching side locally, and then just for it to bring me back here it's still a little bit hard to believe sometimes.
Give us an idea of what you learned in the NBA. If it's KG, Kevin Garnett, guys you played with, and then guys you ended up working with, most recently Greg Popovich with the Spurs. What are some of the big lessons that maybe you learned there that can help you and these guys here?
Yeah, I think even going back to like playing with Kevin Garnett, one of the first few days of training camp, like we were kind of doing some pick and roll stuff, and he moved my foot maybe 3 inches. And I kind of looked at him like, oh, like, yeah, all right, like, sure, I can try it that way, and not thinking it was going to be that much of a difference. But whether it was the actual movement of the foot or the mindset, just the level of the attention to detail that guys do at that level, it's nothing different. They're not doing things differently than we are, even at the high school and up levels. It's just they do the details in such a high level. Limiting mistakes, repetition over and over. All the down screens I said for Ray Allen coming off, I thought he was going to make it every time, and he, for the most part, he did. And so there's not a whole lot of game-altering new technique or something. It's just they're really, really good at the details, and they've done it over and over and over, so that it's just second nature to them.
Playing in the NBA means you're one of the best in the world at what you do. And anybody who watches an NBA game, especially if you're lucky enough to get close to the court and just see the athleticism, did you give yourself, or have you given yourself a chance to say, hey man, look, I did this, and was on the floor, and then in a coaching role in the NBA later? Give yourself a chance to just appreciate that a little bit.
Yeah, I think at times it'll sink in. A lot of stuff like I'll tell to our guys, and I don't want to sound like the old guy, like, well, back when I played, and I wasn't necessarily the greatest at it, but I saw my teammates doing these things. I know that was the focus from coaches that I heard over and over throughout the years. And I've always felt fortunate to be around a bunch of good players on good teams. Like, I never felt like I did anything special to do the things to be a part of winning teams and cultures and stuff, but you got to have those in-between guys, like the glue guys and the stuff that doesn't always show up on stat sheets, the good screeners, and getting guys open, and a block shot here and there, and being a star within your role. That was a big thing that I learned from Dwayne Casey when I was with Toronto with the Raptors, of whatever that role is. It could be limited at times, but if your job is to go out there and get 2 rebounds and you get 3 or 4, you better come back, you're high-fiving like you just scored 40 points. Like, achieving, like, being a star in your role, but matching that and doing the little things to help guys win, or helping teams win, is just, it's kind of I don't know. I don't like to, like, still, I don't think I appreciate who I was with, but I don't give myself the credit that I never felt like I did anything that special to get there. I just was kind of in the right place at the right time, and things worked out, and a ton of hard work to get there as well.
Seems like a great lesson for this team, or any team for that matter. Be a star in your role. Everybody, wants to get 20 and 10 or whatever it is. But it's something that you guys probably are stressing to these guys. Hey, whatever the role is that's going to be for you right now, be a star in it. You never know what that could lead to.
Yeah, and when you can get a group of guys playing selfless, playing the team basketball, like, that's when the stuff makes it easier to be a 20 and 10 guy, or to get off the ball and knowing it's going to come back. Or if I always, I tell the big guys, like, when it's your job to get the point guard open, like, do that well first, then you'll be amazed at how many other things open up, whether it's rolls to the basket or dump offs or threes, and then all of a sudden they got to guard the 3, and then the inside opens up. So, trust us when we say, like, things will work out. Like, there's a way to play, there's a way and a style to play it, and when it's the right way, just things go well for everybody.
Final thought: first time you walked back either into the Nicholas Johnson Pavilion practice gym or on the Kohl Center floor, what was the first thing that came to your mind when you walked back in here?
Yeah, just the nostalgia. I asked Kirk about it the other day. I was like, does the nostalgia ever wear off? Like, you've been here a little longer than I have. Like, still walking through the Kohl Center every day to go up to the offices and, like, go to my desk in my office. Like, this is the place where we had blood, sweat, and tears as kids. I look at it back, like 18, 19, 20. Like, those were some crucial years. I had a ton of great memories here. Had some tough ones too. Like, we went through some stuff together as a team. I went through some stuff on and off the court, and but I've never felt anything but support in this building. I've never felt anything but the love of the Badger fans and the coaching staff and the training staff. Everybody's always been for the players, and that hasn't changed. That hasn't wavered either. So it's just still pretty awesome to be able to be a part of that and have a W and wearing red again. I'll have to get used to that. But
there you
I
go.
can do that.
There you go. Pretty awesome having this guy back too. Greg Stiemsma with the Badger Basketball Director of Player Development. Stay with us. We have more to come as we continue with the Badger Sports Report.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. Welcome to East Park Medical Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
Franklin back row on the serve. Set point for the Badgers. Left side blocked down by Bucky. And Wisconsin ends the third set on a tear. 25-19, the Badgers. A 6-0 run and set number 3. Osho to Thorbringer. Booth off the block and saved. Lednicki off the block. Schumacher dives and saves. Franklin left side. Pinball the round. It falls. Wisconsin advances to the Elite Eight. The Badgers reach their 7th straight regional final. A 5-set thriller.
Ronnie Porter down by 1. Looking against Petticourt, over to Leitzinger. They get it to Myers, shoots the 3, bang! Tess Myers from 3. It's Douglas, 5 seconds, nearly threw it away. Porter with 2 seconds, 1 second. Porter fouled with 0.7 to go.
Got 2 more chances at the line. These are not the foul shots.
Porter connects this time. Wisconsin takes the lead, and the clock runs out, and the Badgers survive. A wild finish in Madison, and Wisconsin remains undefeated at home.
10 seconds left on the power play. Here's Fitzgerald now, goal line right. Daniel Lotch out on the ice right now. The Badgers defensive pair with Hensler. Turnaround shot, Fitzgerald. Kukkinen deflects it in. A power play goal. Wisconsin leads 1-0. Tied up by Fantilli. Snaps off a pass. Dexheimer straight away. Scholes back pedal, shoots. 1 through traffic, got through. Rebound. Badgers score. Rylan Mosley in the vicinity. Wisconsin with a 3-0 lead.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota, like Camry.
Wait, what?
RAV4 Hybrid.
Cool.
Tundra, and more.
Whoa.
How'd you do that? Toyotathon magic.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for $279 a month. Or get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. and is brought to you by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors building Wisconsin together. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin athletics. One call, that's all.
Little gap in the schedule. The Badgers are next on the floor for a game coming up Sunday afternoon against Detroit Mercy. Tip time here at the Kohl Center will be 1 o'clock Central. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. Welcome to East Park Medical Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin athletics. One call, that's all.
My name is Kels Morrissey. I've been with Hy-Vee for 12 years. For 95 years, Hy-Vee was known on its quality and service, and right now that isn't enough, which is why we lowered thousands of prices. It pains me to know that customers are having to choose different retailers, some of which don't offer the quality that Hy-Vee does, just to make ends meet on their grocery shopping. We need to gain the customer's trust back that we have the best prices, and I guarantee you that going forward, we will.